The ocean calls to us. It whispers stories of ancient knowledge. This wisdom belongs to the indigenous peoples who have lived in harmony with the sea for generations. Their deep understanding of the ocean's rhythms is invaluable. It holds the key to unlocking a sustainable future for our planet. This knowledge is essential as we navigate the promising yet challenging waters of the blue economy. The blue economy is a vision. It represents a sustainable approach to managing our ocean resources, ensuring that we can meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This vision is not just about conservation but also about innovation and economic growth. It imagines a world where we use the ocean's resources sustainably. It encompasses many areas from sustainable fisheries to renewable energy, and even marine biotechnology. Each of these areas offers unique opportunities for growth and development, while also protecting the health of our oceans. Sustainable fisheries ensure that fish populations thrive for generations to come. By adopting practices that minimize environmental impact, we can maintain healthy fish stocks and support the livelihoods of communities that depend on fishing. This approach not only benefits the environment, but also promotes economic stability. Renewable ocean energy harnesses the power of waves, tides, and currents. This clean energy source has the potential to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and decrease greenhouse gas emissions. Innovations in this field are paving the way for a more sustainable and resilient energy future. Marine biotechnology explores the ocean depths for new medicines and innovations. The unique properties of marine organisms offer promising avenues for medical research and the development of new treatments. This field is a testament to the untapped potential that lies beneath the ocean's surface. Coastal tourism allows people to experience the beauty of the ocean while respecting its delicate balance. By promoting eco-friendly practices, we can ensure that these natural wonders remain unspoiled for future generations. Sustainable tourism not only enhances the visitor experience but also supports local economies and conservation efforts. Indigenous peoples have always been the true guardians of the sea. Their relationship with the ocean is not just one of survival, but of deep reverence and respect. For centuries they have lived in harmony with the marine environment, understanding its rhythms and cycles. Their traditional ecological knowledge, passed down through generations, is a treasure trove of information. This knowledge encompasses everything from the migration patterns of fish to the seasonal changes in the ocean. It is a living library of wisdom that modern science is only beginning to appreciate. It tells us how to live in balance with the ocean. Sustainable fishing practices, for instance, are a testament to their understanding of marine ecosystems. They take only what they need, ensuring that fish populations remain healthy and abundant for future generations. Indigenous communities rely on the ocean for their livelihoods and cultural identity. The sea is woven into the fabric of their daily lives, from the food they eat to the stories they tell. It is a source of sustenance, inspiration, and spiritual connection. They understand the interconnectedness of all living things. This holistic view is reflected in their conservation efforts, which aim to protect not just individual species, but entire ecosystems. They recognize that the health of the ocean is linked to the health of the land and the people. Their practices reflect a deep respect for the ocean and its creatures. Rituals and ceremonies honor the sea, reinforcing the bond between people and nature. By listening to indigenous voices and learning from their practices, we can all contribute to the preservation of our oceans. Weaving tradition and progress, successful collaborations for a thriving ocean. There are many examples of successful collaborations between indigenous communities and governments. These partnerships demonstrate how to balance conservation and economic development. Co-management of marine protected areas allows indigenous communities to share their knowledge. This ensures that these areas are managed sustainably. Community-based tourism creates economic opportunities while preserving cultural heritage. Navigating the tides of change. Challenges faced by indigenous communities. Despite their invaluable knowledge, indigenous communities face significant challenges. Securing their ocean rights is an ongoing struggle. Historical injustices, including displacement from their ancestral lands and waters, continue to impact their lives. Climate change poses a direct threat to their livelihoods and cultural heritage. Charting a course together. Indigenous leadership for a sustainable blue future. Indigenous communities have long been the stewards of our oceans, possessing a deep understanding of marine ecosystems that has been passed down through generations. Their knowledge is not just historical, it is a living, breathing testament to sustainable practices that have stood the test of time. The future of the blue economy hinges on our ability to learn from the past. Traditional fishing practices, for instance, offer invaluable insights into sustainable harvesting methods that modern science is only beginning to understand. These practices were developed through centuries of observation and interaction with the marine environment, ensuring that resources were used responsibly and replenished naturally. We must recognize and respect the rights and knowledge of Indigenous peoples. Their traditional ecological knowledge is a crucial asset in the fight against climate change and environmental degradation. By integrating this wisdom with contemporary scientific approaches, we can develop more effective and holistic strategies for ocean conservation. By embracing their leadership, we can chart a course toward a future where both the ocean and its people can thrive. Indigenous-led initiatives in marine conservation have already shown remarkable success, from restoring coral reefs to protecting endangered species. These efforts demonstrate the power of combining traditional knowledge with modern technology to achieve sustainable outcomes. Let us listen to the ocean's wisdom, whispered through the voices of Indigenous peoples, and navigate towards a sustainable and equitable blue economy. The ocean speaks in many languages, and through the guidance of Indigenous leaders, we can learn to interpret its messages. Together, we can ensure that future generations inherit a healthy, vibrant marine environment, rich in biodiversity and cultural heritage.